Hi, Dav here, and today we have a new episode in the art review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of WONCHUN CHOI, or aka Do, here on Instagram. Well, we do have a couple of pages here. We have their Twitter, X page, and their art station. I think I found this artist first via this specific piece. Let me click on this. It was featured in this like studio, like one dead studio. And I remember saying, because I think they have a bunch of different featured artists, and I think this guy, WONCHUN CHOI, was one of them. And there's also another artist who was sort of part of who was featured in that like studio profile, Wan Young Yun. I do recommend you subscribe to his YouTube channel, because I think he does post quite often in real time, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I remember seeing this for the first time, and I just like the gritty sort of natural look to it. I mean, yeah, it's digitally painted, but it has that traditional vibe to it. And it looks like an oil painting as well. I do see a lot of, I guess, mixer brushes being used. Like, you can tell or feel the paint being pulled. Even the way the shadows were done, like it has like a nice saturation there. It's not like you make a new layer and then you make one shape for the shadows and then that's it. Like, you can tell the shadows were painted in, right? And to me, it's very interesting. Even though it's just the floor, the way it's painted looks really cool, right? And adding that bit of like, it's quite textured too, like really sharp. I'm guessing they do sharpen it. I mean, with the amount of textures we see here, I think it's going to look better if you do sharpen it even a little bit in the end. So if we head over to their Instagram page, a lot of the recent work has like a lot of yellow. Well, yeah, and then it goes to gray, and then maybe blue, and then yellow again. They do have a very sort of rough, gritty style. Heavy on the textures, flat brushes as well. It's like a bristle brush, very opaque looking. Kind of reminds me of another artist named Rutkowski. They both have like their style, although painted digitally, it has like traditional oil painted kind of look, and it looks sharp, or crunchy or gritty, and yeah. But I think for WONCHUN here, they do like to go for a more abstract look. I mean, they can do stuff like these where it's a lot more like defined, right? But I guess sometimes you want to break free from that. And this one, they're painting more on a toned background. Pretty cool. And I think there's something beautiful about these sorts of images. I mean, they can look sort of unfinished, kind of crazy sometimes, but like this is the kind of abstract art that I would consider pretty, because there are certain kinds of abstract art that are just too abstract for me to even comprehend. To me, something has to be like real. For example, we have like a face here, we have like a, some nice, yeah, but everything else is like it breaks away from that, and you can see like the craziness of the brush strokes, and even like these squares, it looks like some kind of glitch or pixel. I think that's pretty cool. But again, there has to be something that sort of makes sense, or that's like real, like based in reality. And it seems to me like they do like using the mixer brush a lot. I mean, you could see it even in these like random strokes. It's nice. It's a good feeling to be able to use some kind of blending tool or mixer brush to be able to drag paint around. It's a very like unique feeling, and doing it digitally as well is quite satisfying, right? So definitely a lot of brush diversity here, right? I mean, look at this. It's so like it kind of makes you think a bit. Like, it's nice to look at. Like, it looks very traditional. Like, these are the kinds of paintings you would see again in like galleries, right? Imagine if this were like manually done. I mean, not to take away from like digital art, but wait, is this manually done? I'm kind of confused. I want to see. Maybe they provide context. Okay, but maybe it's digital. To me, it doesn't really matter if it's like traditional or digital. If it looks good, it looks good. Kind of scary actually, but yeah, they're sort of you know what? Maybe Jeff Simpson kind of paints like this too. Let me write their name down. So Greg Rutkowski and Jeff Simpson. They have like an abstractness to their work. Jeff Simpson. Look at that. I think it's the faces too. Like they like to bring or tone back some facial features sometimes. So and when it comes to like the brush strokes, it's so like similar. Like they like to. It feels like they like dragging paint around. And I do like it. And again, it's the textures. And I've noticed for like these types of shots, it's not like heavy on the perspective. Oftentimes you're seeing things almost like in a flat view or in like an elevation view. Like the perspective isn't always that like, you know, 3-point like super dynamic shot or fish eye. It's like a standard sort of viewpoint. Right? Hardly any features there, but there's something about it. You know, playing with textures, composition. Oh, so this is the drawing, how it begins, right? And then they paint on top of that eventually, kind of like this. More painted. Oh, this is how it began. Interesting, look at that. Lots of textures. So this is probably the fuller version, the Pheasant Hunter? Or Hunting? Hard to say. Look at that. Right, you can even see the strokes in this view. Oh, even the birds. What kind of birds are these? Peacocks? Yeah. They look well painted, very traditional looking. Dude, 2025, right? The brush strokes are freaking insane. But again, looking at this, it looks like a traditional kind of painting, like classical. Maybe not classical, but think of like there was a time when using photographs wasn't really a thing because you did not have cameras, or it wasn't as common, so you had to rely on these types of illustrations to be able to sell stuff. And you know, some call it like the golden age of illustration, right? Look at this one's pretty cool. The gold against black, and again the textures. I mean, look at how cool these strokes are. I'm not sure how you achieve that in like Photoshop. Do you, I mean, yeah, you would have to sharpen it, but maybe you have to play with like the bezel something, or the bezel to sort of lift some of these textures up. That's my guess. But look at and a lot of their work is sort of monochromatic, like it's not that crazy. Or like oftentimes for one piece it's like limited to one palette, and it's kind of desaturated often. Oh, nice feed. Nice feed. Yeah, let's go further down. Oh yeah, these ones are kind of dark, right? But they're so like like these could be like covers for a book, right? You could add like the title here. It's so like intriguing to look at. So I'm guessing these are some. Oh wow, ooh, spicy. Sorry. Right, kind of dark, but I do like it. I mean, look at how the face here and the head, it's all black. Same thing for the arms. It's all like a silhouette essentially, but the interesting, the body, like yeah, she's wearing a dress, but the dress sort of blends into the skin as well. Crazy. But again, you can see the nice brush strokes, lots of texture. It just looks natural. right? And you can tell they're like mixing stuff a lot. Let me look at this. And just by mixing stuff like this, it makes it look a lot more traditional. And it's sort of the opposite, because there's another painting style where you focus on, let's say you have a brush, but it has opacity, so you build up values, you blend by using a lot of strokes, and you also have to be aware of pen pressure, and those concepts help you sort of make soft edges, hard edges. So oftentimes you will see like streak like strokes, like back and forth strokes essentially. And you can actually see oftentimes see the brush shape as well when you paint in that sort of way. I do like it, but there's also another way where you paint in an opaque way. So it's kind of like a bold brush, and then you use a mixer brush in Photoshop or a blending tool in Clip Studio Paint, and you drag the paint to create soft edges. When you do things this way, it will naturally make your work look more natural. Right, some nice skulls here. Very interesting, very conceptual. Look at this. Oh, this one doesn't have the text. Oh, it still has like the oh, so I'm guessing this is how it starts as a sketch, and then they eventually paint on top of it, to the point where you no longer see like the drawing. But the drawing in this stage looks pretty good. Looks solid. It kind of reminds me a bit of Line Decker for some reason. I think it's because of the way it's posed and the color scheme. I think it's that. Look at this. It's so like grungy as well. Is that the right term? Perhaps. Yeah, lots of grays in their work. I mean, look at this. Textures, you can tell these parts are a lot more blended. It's sort of like rebellious in a way. Maybe I'm using the wrong word, like post-apocalypse, like graffiti, you know. Come on. Nice shorts. Even in this sketch, you can tell like the jeans are kind of ripped. These shorts in this lower half, or in the bottom like seam or whatever, you can tell it's suggesting like it's kind of ripped. I've seen those kinds of shorts, like jean shorts, where you have like those lighter strands in the edge. Kind of scary. Oh, there's a new game that's out. By the way, I don't game. I don't have a PC, a proper PC. I don't have a freaking PS5. So I'm just stuck watching gameplay reactions of this new game, Silent Hill F something. It's like based in Japan, and the masks here remind me of that game. Again with the graffiti style here. Look at that. Like it's like spray painted in. Pretty cool. Me likey. So I want a PS5 so fucking bad. I want to know how it feels. I mean, I've had a PSP in the past, so I guess I've lived, but I don't know. Interesting. Some figures here. Now this one's a bit different, but it shows that they have like diversity. It's more of a study, but not bad. It's more like it has a graphic shape. Like you will see these types of styles in like VizDev, visual development. But I think they do prefer this more like painterly kind of look. And the amount of textures, insane. Reminds me of another artist. I think they're Chinese. They paint a lot of like charcoal portraits, like black and white grayscale charcoal portraits, kind of like this. And they also use a lot of textures. I forgot their actual name, but you know what? Is it Yizheng Ke? Because that's the name that's coming up in my brain. Let me just type in Yizheng Ke in my other screen. Yizheng Ke. I think I'm right. Oh, they also have a YouTube channel, I believe. And I think I did an RTV of this guy in the past. I'm not even sure anymore. Right? I knew it. Sometimes I'm fascinated by the names I can remember, but the thing is, I won't remember it. But like most times, but sometimes like something triggers me, and then I'll remember their name, or something like super specific. Oh wow, something super specific. I do like the black and white stuff more, just because it's more like these types, right? Where it's sort of where the sketch appears within the randomness of it. Look at that. Come on. So we could revisit this artist, but yeah, I would put this. Let me just write their name down. Let me just copy this, and then I'm gonna save it so in my like list. So let me just turn this guy off. Yeah, so this artist, WONCHUN or WONCHUN Do, is similar to Greg Rutkowski, Jeff Simpson, and Yizheng Ke or Ke. Look at this, right? It looks good even without the. I mean, there's some color, but it's not even that crazy. With this sort of limitation, look at how cool it ends up being. Like when you paint in these like black versus like white or like light gray or some kind of light color, like it helps you to see composition a lot more clearly, right? And I think what's so cool about Dong here, or Do, sorry, not Dong, Chun, or Do, what does he do? They're not afraid to use black in their work. I mean, look at this. It's so like freaking crazy, but kind of creepy, by the way. You know, sometimes I would like to like live in this sort of times, like Victorian times, and be like a vampire. And obviously I would have like my harem of like girl vampires as well. Okay, I'm getting a little distracted with my thoughts. Look at this. It's like an ink rendering, right? Look at how most of this piece is actually in black. Very interesting. Look at that. Oh, wait, I think we saw a painting of it. Oh, wait. This is the final painting, but this is how it starts. Interesting. Same thing here, right? The first draft, and then boom. Oh, are those androids in the back? Oh wow, interesting. Perhaps there's like a breakdown of the process here. Oh, look at the that close up. Very sort of unique. You don't even see the eyes. That's like a suggested. And I like how the mixer brush again was constantly used. Like it's sort of like misty, or like you're adding, even though the person is still, because they're using a lot of like because they're pulling paint around, it feels like it's active. So I do like that look. And again, they're only standing here, right? But it feels active because of the brush strokes. Interesting. Go. Now this one's kind of the odd one out, but it's cute. Go away. Are those feet? But they're kind of tied up, so I kind of feel sad now. But I'm guessing that's how they start to sketch, is black and white, very grungy. And again, you can see the composition, how it already works in this level, in this view. So even, you know, by adding color, all you're doing is actually like painting on top of it. You're just making that thing already better, or better, but it's already good to begin with. So I think it's a recommended sort of way to draw or paint, to draw in black and white or grayscale. Like you will see a lot of like thumbnails and concept art. If you go to ArtStation, they tend to look like this. Like bare minimum 3 values. You have black, white, and a gray, and maybe a few values in between. But it's sort of in this setup, and you can sort of see if something is working or not in this stage. And when you decide or when you find something that works, then you invest in that thing. So interesting. Look at that. We have like a guy in a mask. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks interesting. Sometimes even if you don't know what's going on, if it looks interesting, you're in the right direction. Even if this thing is like a person, an alien, an environment, it's going to look good because the shapes already have like a nice, like how the blacks are separated into like the background. In this case, the background is mostly like gray, right? And then you have this like bright area in white. If it's like proportionate, or not proportionate, but if the percentage is sort of in the right amount and it's distributed somewhat aesthetically, then you have something that you have something that looks good. Interesting. Oh, it's actually a yeah, I wasn't able, like when I was zoomed in here, I could not tell what this is, but it's actually a guy or a skull. And we have like a skeleton here and some weeds or something growing out of it. I'm guessing these are like skulls or something. I don't know. But yeah. And I think when they paint, you have to sort of zoom out, because when you zoom in, it's hard to see what's going on. And it's kind of the intention for these sorts of things, is it has to be readable from afar. Grr. Good boy. Some knights. What's going on here? We got some like guys. I'm not sure. I see what's going on here. There's someone smoking, some dudes in the back, but not sure what's happening here. I mean, we see a face. Perhaps if I zoom out, let's go back. Oh wait, it's a girl in the chair, right? In one of those like classical Victorian-esque, like royal looking rich people chairs. And then we have a bunch of dudes. They look kind of black to me. Am I the only one? Oh no, what's going on? Mayday, mayday. I would watch, by the way. Ew, you're disgusting. Oh, sorry. Let's look at this. Oh wow. Ghost Rider, perhaps? Oh. They know game, or they know ball. I think that's a new thing people say, or like they know ball, or you know ball. Meaning you can do something kind of cool. Interesting mecha. They can draw mechs too, but in this painterly style, right? You can see the brushstrokes. I like how they incorporated like the scratches. Like you can tell that this guy has been around. Like their experience. They're kind of old, but you know, still somewhat functional. Right? Wait, did I save this? I want to see it again. There you go. I'm keeping this. This is hot. Go. I'm sorry. Interesting. We have like it's not an exoskeleton, because exoskeleton is on the outside, right? It's like a skeleton, in an actual, or an android or something. Imagine these things moving around. I mean, we're kind of close. Well, maybe not that close, but in like 100 years, I mean, this would be like freaking normal at that point. Kind of scary, but you know. Look at this guy. It's like a post-apocalyptic world. Lots of like brown, rusty kind of colors. Kind of reminds me of another artist. What's her name again? It's is it Alex? They do a lot of painting, oil painting of like these robots, and sometimes they'll do inks with like a calligraphy pen. It's like Alex. Oh my god. Yeah, lots of like robots and girls. I think robots and girls. And the favorite mediums is like the ink, calligraphy sort of pen, and for sketching, and then oil painting. My brain is cooked. I can't remember. Oh wow, she's hot. She's hot. I want to sing that song, Bubblegum, or something like that. Then I'm a bubblegum. I can't remember the tune even, but it's like a bubblegum. I think I heard it on TikTok. Oh, nice. I like the leggings here. It's kind of cute actually. Like it's only focused on the calves. It's kind of like what Japanese girls wear in school. I'm not sure if it's like an anime thing, but there's an anime called Dandadan, and the main girl kind of wears something like this in terms of like socks, or both of her arms are like freaking gone. But she's hot. You know, I don't mind women who are bald. I mean, I know it depends on the person, but there are women who go bald and you're like, how are you still hot? In a way, it's kind of hotter, right? Is that a kid? Oh, starting young. That's a big gun. Look at that. It's like one of those like one bullet type. It's like a grenade launcher. Oh, it's probably not. We do see the oh, it's like a shotgun shells. But again, do you see how painted it is? Oh wait, I know. I would recommend another artist, Puppeteer Lee. One of my favorite artists of all time. Puppeteer. Oh, Puppeteer Lee. There you go. Checked. Okay, we'll make this the last post. Oh, we have a guy. Maybe it's part machine. Hard to say. Nice shoes. He's on his cell phone. I'm guessing they had like a reference photo and then they painted on top of it. That's my guess. Oh, we have someone who's a little more, you know, a little larger, right? But you can tell she's not like just fat. Like she's like she can move things, like power lifter kind of physique. And she's like thick boned. Like she could push you and make you do things, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, is she in this same world, like a post-apocalyptic world? Because what she's wearing is it's kind of like super modern. It's like a typical exercise like set, like a yoga set. Even the shoes look kind of clean. But you know, maybe she's kind of rich, you know, or whatever. But she's holding like this what do you call this? It's like an opener for a door. Like oh my, why am I forgetting it? It's like not a club, it's like a it's over. It's a big dildo, I'll say that. Anyway, look at right, it's so painterly, man. Kinda hot actually. I used to not like thick women, but I think it's like as I'm more educated in terms of culture, I can finally see I think it's like exposure. I simply wasn't exposed. Like my community did not give me the opportunity to really like dive deep and see what's possible, you know. Okay, so this the older artworks. I'm guessing the artist is in this photo, but we just can't tell. Oh, Cebu, Philippines. Shout out to Cebu. Dili kun my Cebuano or Bisaya is not good. My dad is study in like San Carlos University, so I believe that's Lapu-Lapu in the corner. So I guess they're tourists from Korea. The artist is from Korea. Shout out to South Korea. Kamsahamnida. Yeah. So I will link this page in the description below, both the Instagram, the Twitter, and the ArtStation. I will link them all in the description below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Bubblegum.